Hi, I am Kedger on Two Wheels, and today I came back to Lopes to test ride the Forza 350. This is the bigger sister to last time's test ride, the Forza 125, and it looks much the same, but it is not quite. If you put them side by side, you see this one is higher, so suspension is different. Engine is obviously different, so the transmission and the exhaust are also different, so not quite the same, but kinda. Other than that, the looks are absolutely the same. This one does have an indication of its displacement though, so it's the Forza 350. The other one is just the Forza. Other than that, it's basically the same. Same dash, same buttons, same complete dash, same buttons, same keyless system, same big spacious seat, even though I have the feeling this seems slightly smaller, might be just a psychological issue. Oh, I just noticed, cool, two little holes to drain water in case of any incursions of water here, so it will pool here and drain down. Cool design. One thing I did not mention on the first impressions video is this pretty big cubby hole. You will lose stuff in there with a small Type-C charger, which is labeled hilariously USB 3.0. It's not, it is just an USB Type-C plug, because USB 3.0 is a data transmission protocol, not the shape of the ports. Okay, Honda, come on. You guys are better than this. Other than that, this is the same bike. Let's see how this rides. So, after a couple of kilometers, because I have to do also the Portuguese video, first impressions are pretty good. This is a tall bike. I'm on tippy toes, and I am 1.74 meters tall, or if you are living in Liberia, because it's the only country in the world, I think, that still uses feet. So for our Liberian friends, there might be another one that uses feet, but I don't remember which one. But for our Liberian friends, I am 5'11", I think, a midget in some parts of the world, a giant in others. So I'm just about, well, I'll say it's average height. Not really short, but I'm also not a very tall guy. So 5'11", 1.74 meters tall, and I am on tippy toes on both sides. Thing is, this is a scooter with a very low center of gravity, so that is just fine. It is a bit taller than its 125 counterpart. The suspension is also much improved. It's noticeable. It's, well, stiff, but a bit more compliant. It's just overall better. Okay, the Forza 125, the suspension is not bad on the Forza 125, okay? It's actually pretty good. It errs a bit on the side of sportiness for good performance on corners. This one is about the same stiffness, but I think it's better dampened because it's just more comfortable overall. It's just higher quality. Okay. But it's still a small practical city scooter. It's just very light, a bit heavier than the 125, well, duh, but almost as agile, well, duh, right? But it's still very agile, very comfy to ride around in. It's very nice. I actually quite like this one. Thing is, this one's much faster, and it's on this extra speed that things are going to start to go weird. For sure, I'm going to really enjoy taking this out to the test track and figuring out if it still has awesome performance on the corners with the extra speed, and also with the extra weight on the back, because the 125 cheats a bit because it's just so light that it's easy to make it perform well. Also, it is just so slow, because all 125s are slow, that it's easy to make it perform well at the speeds it can reach, which is about this speed that I'm doing. On the 300 range, that's where designers have to start making choices. Make it sporty at all speeds that the bike can reach, which is all the way up to 140, or make it very nice to ride in town and lose some of that sportiness. I know a couple of them which decided that no, in town is the way to go because this is what this bike is designed for. So let's sacrifice a bit of high-speed performance and make it great in town. So I'm really keen on figuring out what this one is, because in town it works very well so far. I haven't actually done some proper tough slow in town corners, but I can, like so. But unsurprisingly, on this very short first impressions, I would say the 125 has the upper hand here, just because it is lighter and, well, more nimble, which is to be expected from a 125. Okay, nothing beats a 125 for in-town commuting. It's physically impossible. They are just so light. It's awesome. And if they have a good setup like the 125 Forza has, it's just great. But this is a very close second, if not nearly tied, which is very good. So top notch in town. We'll see how the rest of the test ride goes. This is just for first impressions. I like the brakes, see, and it's very, you have to put your feet, look where my feet are, they're farther away than my handlebars. Because if I do it like this, I can't get leverage because I'm on tippy toes. Otherwise you can just put your foot down like this and it's fine, because it's a scooter with a very, very low center of gravity, so it's very easy to ride. And so for now that's it. Stay tuned for the proper test ride. Stay tuned for the whole review, which will be done pretty soon, I hope. And that's it. Cage, you're out.